Selamat malam, selamat pagi lebih tepatnya, selamat datang di press conference post-match interview untuk Regum Qeon. Dan kali ini kita akan mendengarkan post-match interview untuk Regum Qeon sambil menantikan untuk one-on-one interview dengan Alfajer.
Your thoughts as to what went down in map 3 and having to go through low ascent and having to face off against Fnatic's curveball with the chamber on that map, two-parter. Were you guys surprised by it, and also how did you guys try to work around it? And on top of that, what do you think was the difficult aspects that the team had to navigate in that time frame?
Yeah, of course, we're surprised by the comp. They haven't showed it yet, but it's variation of something that we're used to playing against. So nothing too surprising in that sense. I think our problem solving on attack was not good in terms of we just don't play our normal way. I think we made it very hard for ourselves. How we played, of course, there's a lot of tools also that we were not winning, but we're not putting ourselves in the best situation to kind of win out either.
Pedro, do you have a follow-up question? Well, it seems not. So, Procesa, you go next.
Commiserations for the loss, RRQ. I'd like to ask first thing to the coach. Despite the loss, what are the most... Excuse me? Can you hear me? Oh, sorry. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Sorry. Commiserations for the loss. RRQ, I'd like to ask questions to Coach Ewok, but anyone can answer this actually. So, despite the loss, what are the most valuable lessons RRQ is taking away from this series against a top-tier team like Fnatic, and how will you use them to prepare for your next series at APAC Stage 2?
Of course, there's a lot to learn playing on this stage. I think in terms of firepower, we didn't match up as well across the whole series. We were there for one map. But then also, I think there's some things that we'll have to practice in terms of how different we are from practice to match. So I think there's some adjustments we need to make there.
We'll ask questions in bahasa Indonesia untuk Cahaya sama David. Tough loss actually buat kalian. Ini adalah performance kalian yang bisa dibilang kurang menyenangkan tentu saja bagi kalian. Tapi apakah kalian punya pesan yang ingin disampaikan kepada Kingdom di Indonesia yang saat ini menyaksikan siaran press conference, apalagi sekarang di Indonesia sudah jam 4 pagi. Mungkin ada yang pengen disampaikan?
Sorry aja sih kita nggak bisa perform dengan baik kayak tim Pasifik yang lain. Terus makasih banyak yang udah support kita. Tadi kita juga lihat kayak beberapa orang Indo di sini. Seneng banget kayak bisa lihat orang Indo di sini nonton Masters kan. Kita bakal coba buat perform better next time. Thank you yang udah support.
Thank you. David?
Sebelumnya sorry buat fans RRQ Kingdom terutama, apalagi yang udah nonton belain sampai pagi-pagi. Sorry kita belum bisa kasih performa yang kalian pengen lihat, tapi kita bakal usaha lagi buat next time kita bakal perform yang lebih baik.
Alright, Cahaya, David, thank you very much. Best of luck for your upcoming tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have another question from Pedro.
Yes, it's going to be a much more of an open-ended question to anyone that would like to answer. Given how the first seeded teams have struggled in the first hurdle of this competition, there's plenty of talk of as to what went down, what's going wrong with the team, whether the team or whether the teams had experienced any kind of issues just trying to go from competing in domestic to the international, also dealing with the changes of the meta. From your point of view, what do you feel affected RRQ the most in this competition as a whole, and why?
Definitely think there's a difference between playing the group stage. But I don't want to use it as an excuse. I think the level that we played at wasn't high enough. So I think there's a possibility we even go out in groups if we play this level, to be honest. That's just on us. I don't want to put blame on anything else or make excuses from first seed or whatever. I don't think that matters. Fnatic played a better game today. They're a first seed as well. G2 won as well. So they played better than their opponent, and we weren't better than our opponent today. I think that doesn't matter if we were first seed or not.
I want to ask one more question, if that's fine with you all.
Yes.
You guys can hear?
Given
Yep.
from what you
Cannot.
look, can you hear me?
I cannot hear anything.
How about the rest of the other guys?
Yes, I can hear.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. All right. Given the opponents that you guys faced in this competition, what do you feel has been the biggest thing that stood out to you, to the players and also as the coach in terms of like the gap from like where you guys are currently at right now and the opponents in terms of level and the like?
I think we just got out aimed, to be fair. Just on this series, for example, Asan, I think we just got out aimed really badly. Because I don't know if everyone think the same thing as well. But other than that, I think it's
Gue diundang untuk menghadiri presscon one-on-one interview dengan Alfajer. Jadi gue akan pindahin dulu sebentar. Bentar ya guys. Sebentar. Give me a couple seconds, couple minutes while waiting for the press interview.
Hello, Rosessa. Hopefully, I'm saying your name right. You have 10 minutes starting from now, okay? Thank you very much.
It's good, yeah. Hello.
Okay, so this is a live stream interview, so I'd like to say hello to everyone. So welcome to the interview. Alpha, thank you very much for your time, and thank you so much for choosing myself to get a one-on-one interview. I'd like to congratulate you for the win against RRQ with such a wonderful win. How do you feel, first of all?
I'm super happy to not going home right now because I want to play more in this tournament with my team. And like, especially after we lost Genji, we shouldn't lose that game just on Haven. We just threw so many rounds and we could just finish 2-0 yesterday. And that's why I was a little upset about today. And I just didn't want to go out of the tournament. So I'm really happy to be here and I'm really happy to continue.
That's interesting. After winning your map pick, Lotus and the Decider Ascend, but dropping Heavens, which was RRQ's pick. What do you think was the key factor that allowed Fnatic to close out the series against RRQ?
To be honest, Lotus is always historically has been good on Fnatic. And I was telling to my IGL and I was telling to my coaches as well. Like I was always telling them, our Ascent is really good, boys. Just trust, because they didn't want to trust me. I mean, I'm not gonna say they didn't want to trust me, but they trust me, of course. But they didn't. They were not sure because we didn't play an official with that comp. So like it was test for us and it was good. On Haven, I think I don't know. I never. If you ask me like a year ago, if you say to me like your ISO is gonna lower your stats, I'm never gonna believe it. But I've been keep lowering my stats with ISO. I think the key is like starting attack. If you start attack on Haven, I think we will be fine. Just yeah, I think it's a momentum game. We need to start attack and get the momentum. Then I think we're gonna have a better chance to win.
I mean, your individual performance today was exceptional, particularly on Ascent with Chamber, where you secured 2 4Ks and a 349 ACS. It's a wonderful statistic, actually. How do you prepare to consistently deliver such high impact plays, especially on a decider map? And what was your mindset like in those crucial moments, specifically on map 3?
I mean, I was a little bit tilted after the second map. I was more excited and more hyped. Like I was more hungry when we go into third map, because when I play bad, usually I'm getting tilted and I'm getting like more hype and more excited, and like I want to show myself. The third map, I wanted to show myself because I'm not a bad player, and I don't want to like give the people the vibe I'm playing bad. So that's why I was like trying to prepare myself to third map. And to be honest, that's it. I was just more hungry to win.
Awesome. As a team, you show incredible resilience and synergy, especially after losing Heaven. How does the team's communication and coordination contribute to adapting mid-series and closing out rounds so effectively, particularly on a decider map like Ascent?
To be honest, this is the team right now. The best vibe I ever played in the past, and I mean probably it's gonna be in the future as well.
Wow.
Our team atmosphere is so nice. It's just so enjoyable to play. Like we never get bored together. We never like get sad together. We're just always happy, and that's really good because my team is really good right now. It's one of the like I don't know, one of the motivation is for me as well. And Crashes is there. Never mind.
All right, this heartfelt victory sets actually sets a strong tone for your Masters Toronto run. What does this win, especially coming back from a lost map, mean for Fnatic's confidence and momentum moving forward in the tournament?
I think is gonna affect our confidence better, because now we won game on stage. Now we know how it feels. So I think for the like future, I think we're gonna play better and we're gonna show more resistance. Some maps at least, like we are not gonna get stomped like on Ascent. Sorry, so on Sunset. We are middle like 13-6, or we are not gonna try to throw like these rounds on Haven as well, because we throw like maybe 5-6 rounds on Haven. I think that's the confident we win. I think it's gonna help in the future as well.
All right. Moving back to RRQ, actually, RRQ look very strong on Heaven. Actually, their map pick. But what specific challenge did they present on that map, and how did Fnatic learn from it and adapt your strategy to secure the wins on Ascent?
To be honest, on Haven they were just shooting better. Like when I was playing the game, I felt like I had no chance to shoot back to them. But on Ascent, we shoot better. It was like kinda the game, whoever shoots better, he wins. I don't think he was like there is too much tactic or like there is too much strategies going on. It's just whoever shoots better, they win better. Like that's what happened actually.
Right. One last question, Alpha. Who do you want to meet against for the next series, and why?
Who we gonna play?
To be honest, I have to double check. It's either. Oh well, hold on. I think it's either one of 4 actually, but assuming that will be World's or Genji, who you want to pick, or Paparex or Sentinels, who do you want to meet against? I have to double check with that actually.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to, if I have choose those 4, I would like to face Genji again, so we can take our revenge. Second option is could be Sentinels take the revenge again, because I think they eliminated us on champion, so I would like to take my revenge. Like Genji or Sentinels, because we never play with Walls or Paper. I mean, we played with Paper X in the past, but there is no rematch to take. So I would like to go for Sentinels or Genji.
Awesome. Pleasure to talk with you, Alpha. Thank you very much for your time and good luck for the next of series.
Thank you.
Right. So that's it for dan itu tadi adalah press conference atau one-on-one interview gua bersama dengan Alpha, pemain dari Fnatic. Actually, to be honest, mereka sangat yakin sekali dengan kemenangan di map Sen, walaupun sebenarnya tadi di map kedua juga dari Alpha juga sempat tilted, but glad that they can overcome with the result and all good. Kita akan kembali lagi menuju ke main session untuk interview one-on-one atau post-match press conference bersama RRQ. Oh, actually that's finished already. Kita masuk sini dan yap. Alright. Jadi sayangnya memang wakil dari Indonesia harus tereliminasi di Valorant Masters. Actually, this is bahasa Indonesia, but the interview was conducted in English. I will translate for the interview, translating to bahasa Indonesia from English for Alpha interview. I would like to know about that. Probably I'll upload in a couple of hours. Yep. That was my first ever, actually, that was my first ever one-on-one interview in Valorant. That was my one-on-one interview. I was so nervous actually, but glad I managed to overcome my nervous. And yeah, sekarang udah jam 4:11 pagi. It is 11 past 4 in the morning in Jakarta, Indonesia. I'm so glad that the interview went well. I'm so glad that Alpha answers my questions, even though it's a very classic questions, but I'm glad that everything went smoothly. And yep, we're waiting for Fnatic for the interview. Kita akan menunggu Fnatic untuk post match interview. Mungkin nanti potongannya probably for the you know, the part of RRQ I will upload separately because I lose the part of interview, so I will upload separately for sure. Gitu juga dengan Alpha's interview, I will cut from this stream actually. Kita akan masih menunggu, jadi kita akan rehat dulu sejenak sambil menunggu Fnatic untuk join ke ruang press conference, jadi jangan kemana-mana. We'll be right back after Fnatic's join the press conference room. I'll be back, so stay tuned. welcome back to the interview, to the post-match press conference interview. Oh no, almost. The mics are open. Untungnya gue nggak ini ya, cursing words tadi. Ya, cursing words tadi si Fajar. Welcome back untuk press conference. Kita akan masuk ke post-match press conference interview bersama Fnatic.
I believe that we are ready. Okay, cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this press conference. Congratulations, Fnatic, for your victory. Now we are going to start with some questions here in the room. You go first.
Yes, hello, Sierra Zobi, freelance esports commentator. This question goes over to Coach Milan. On behalf of another coach you may know of, King Fred, we just wanted to know, you had a very creative composition today pulled out on Ascent with the chamber. Was there any inspiration for it?
It's funny.
Shout out King Fred.
Shout out King Fred, first of all. I think obviously it's a composition that Ben Scott is very familiar with. I don't know, I think I can say this. When we were discussing trying this comp on like different maps, this was probably the map that Ben was like least in favor of running it on, and somehow we ended up doing it, and it looked quite nice today. So I'm very happy we did.
Thank you.
Who's King Fred?
It's a friend of me and Ben.
Yeah, who is King Fred, huh?
King Fred, he's gonna be here on finals weekend. We better make it.
My nan had a dog. It was called Fred.
Nice.
Dead now.
As in peace, Fred.
It bit my balls once. Anyway.
Moving on.
First of all, congratulations on the win.
Can you close the mic again, please?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations on the win. My question goes to Crashes. So it has been 2 years since you played your last Masters. In that run, you faced Fnatic and lost. How is being on their side now? And what's the biggest difference you see between NA and EMEA since you played both?
I think the style is it's very different, but it's kind of similar in like just different ways. I feel like I kind of have an advantage now because I know how NA plays and now I know how Europe plays. So I could kind of like mix in some things that I like from NA and also from Europe and just kind of make it the best of both worlds. And then being on Fnatic is just obviously amazing. Just a legacy org and to be with these teammates, and it's just so much fun every single day, and we just enjoy playing with each other. So it's special.
All right. Good luck on the remaining of the championship.
Thank you.
Hey guys, Bodok here. I have a question to Kayak. Since I've been working with Apex a little bit, I've heard some very positive things about the couch at Apex HQ. What do you have to say about that couch? Because your former teammates fucking love it.
I mean, the couch is pretty good, not gonna lie. So, well, what else I can say?
All right,
It's a legendary couch.
That was a bit sus.
What are you doing on
What am
the
I
couch?
following up? Hi, spirits. Hello, my name is Nerds, independent freelance commentator and journalist. First question goes to anyone, but more specifically the coach, about the second map. A lot of the energy felt similar in a lot of cases to what happened on Split previously, but it was a little bit different, right? There was a lot of moments of indecisiveness, what it seemed like. Can you guys open up a little bit about game 2? And then I have a funnier question, hopefully.
I was joking.
Oh, fuck. Well, so, I mean, they were just shooting. Like, I think they kept running A and it kept working. And I think we didn't really have an answer to it. So to keep it blunt, like, I don't think there was any like issues necessarily. Like, it was just, they were shooting heads better on that second map than we were. And that's ultimately what this game comes down to sometimes.
Yeah.
I think the boys, like, honestly, this whole event, they've kept their energy like very good. Everyone talks about like our team's energy, synergy, and
fun that we have, and I think that we've yet to like really run into a game where that like drops heavily. So no, I'm not really worried, or I wasn't really worried after that second map.
Next question is for Boaster and Kayak. The no nose and the shorts buff. Was it felt today? The no nose tape?
Yeah.
There's the shorts buff.
Yeah, I mean, nose tape, there is no strip, and we won, so the nose strip was a card.
I'm hoping Crashies gets his legs out one day. No, I'm joking. I meant with the shorts, obviously, but he doesn't like shorts.
No, I don't like shorts very much.
Why is that?
I'm not sure.
He skips leg day. That's why.
No.
You got all the upper arm strength. Last funny question. Chronicle over there on the end. I asked this to some other Slavic players. Just what's your favorite Slavic food? Because I know from my hometown, I'm always olivia and котлета, but
Котлeta is good. Коtleta is good.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie. But I obviously like pelmeni. Pelmeni is super good. It's like just like to understand, it's like dumplings, but in a slightly different way. You just stuffed dough with minced meat, and that's it. And like it also has some obviously Jewish from meat, and I mean it's pretty tasty.
Уксус сметана?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise? Did you have them try it ever? Any of your teammates?
I don't think anyone tried it. And I don't want them to try because they think it's way too simple.
What about these?
Come on.
These nuts?
Bro, you think you're funny
I
enough?
tried.
Bro, you catch some fun. You catch some fun today, bro.
You got some fun.
Thank you.
Don't worry about him, Croc.
Thank you and good luck in the rest of the tournament, homies.
Someone is laughing over there.
Yeah, someone's loving it over there.
Yeah.
I haven't tried these before.
Uh-oh.
Question. I'm Razor. Question from the Valorant competitive community for Milan. The Haven comp didn't work against the two Pacific teams, despite the usual high win rate in EMEA. Do you think the team didn't play like they usually do with the comp, or just that the other teams are better? And is that something that you will take into account for future matches?
I wanna talk. I know it's Milan, but I will say something. I think this is the momentum game and mental game. And if you win on momentum and mental, you're gonna win the game. And I think what is happening on us on Haven, that's just what I think. Maybe, I mean, if I'm that genius, I will be coach, but that's what I think. I think if we start attack on Haven, that's the key over there. He's sleeping over there.
Nice.
Yeah.
That simple, right?
I think it is just that. I think if we, I talked about it before. I think we lost the two Haven games for very different reasons. So I'm not reading into it too badly. I think it's just something for us to figure out. But thankfully, we're in a position where we have an extra day, before we have to play again. So I'm not too worried about it.
Thank you. And I've got two questions for Boaster. Fnatic dominated in 2023, and a lot of the team has changed since then. Do you think that not carrying around the pressure of continuing the dominance of 2023 Fnatic has helped you perform and lead the team in a better way?
Yes and no, I guess. I think from last year's perspective, it was like we wanted to have that dominance again, and then we got with our pants down a little bit. So then we were trying to play catch up, but then there's a lot of mental aspects playing into last year. This year was a bit more chill, like zero expectations has been working so far, other than kickoff. But I'd say that's, I kind of forgot that on the first day here, and we were stressing out in that Gen G game. As you could see probably in like the footage and stuff. And then today, I don't think it was as stressed. Like even though we were losing Haven, it didn't feel stressed. It just felt like they were absolutely banging us. And so when it came to Ascent and we got the ball rolling, it just feels good. We're definitely a momentum team, but most teams are, I'd say. And I just think, I think we're capable of greatness. We just got to believe in ourselves and have fun and just like bring the energy, bring the vibes.
Thank you. And one more question for you, Boaster, and anyone else can answer this as well. Boaster, you've gone to a lot of different countries in your career as a player. Is there any place that you would like to come back to, or a new place that you'd like to go to?
New place or any place I'd like to go back to? I didn't get a single win in China. I need to go back there. I went 0-2. instant out. Actually, I stayed. I was going to say instant out on the plane, but I didn't. I stayed. So that was cool. And I'd say it would be, I'm not going to lie, it would be nice to go back to Brazil as well. Mainly because, like, I don't know, it was just a big core memory, the first ever win, and it'd be nice to go back there and them screaming at me, "You're gonna die again." But it was in Portuguese, so it was fine. I didn't understand it, but it was hype. Yeah, those are two. And then new places. I've been everywhere, haven't I? No, I'm joking. I don't know, actually, new place. I haven't really thought about it.
Poland.
Poland, here we go then.
Masters. What is it? Poznan?
Yeah, Poznan.
Masters Poznan.
Masters Krakow. Let's go.
Can I answer that as well? I would like to go Turkey again because when I played in Turkey, I didn't have experience at all. So it was my first champions, and we actually get close to win. But I mean, why are you looking at me?
You got close to winning.
Yeah. I want. Yeah, bro. Never mind. Yeah, I would just like to go Turkey.
Thank you.
We are going to take some questions on the call. Anna, you go first.
Hi, congratulations on the win. My question is for Boaster. You give us all heart attacks when you hit a site with so little time left. What is going through your mind when this happens, and how do you capitalize off of it?
During the round, there's a lot of moving aspects in the game, and it's just about trying to weigh up in those times where there's little moments of freezing, what site's the best to hit, and in those times, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on, whilst also not dying. And so sometimes it's like we have to play it slow because enemy has a lot of util, and we need to work our way slowly into it. But by the time that we do hit the sites, there's not much util left. I take full responsibility for that first bonus round when we were 5v3. I actually knew they'd be 3A. I just believed that we'd just win anyway, and like as long as we go as 5. But they owned us. I just had, because I knew the Cypher Camp was on B main, so it's just little things. And it's just we have to take our time with map control on maps sometimes, because we just don't make sure we're trading and going together and not dying. Because as long as we hit the site together and trade out, it should be what, maximum 4 people, maybe 5 if we're really obvious, but no one rotates 5 in. So it's a 5v4. So it doesn't matter if we go slow, just trade it.
Great, thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question go to Chitaku.
Hello guys, first for all, congratulations for the win. I'm Chitaku from Universo Valorant. My question is for Milan. Milan, during games, what do you usually write down, whether it's a win or a loss?
I mean, I just write down what happens. I think me and Ben have a pretty good system where one of us is focusing a little bit more on the enemy and one of us is focusing a little bit more on ourselves. And we just we try to create an overview, allow ourselves to get ideas flowing on what we can do for future timeouts, what our expectations are. So it's just very simple stuff.
Okay, and my second question is for the team.
Just one question because we are running out of time. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank
No problem.
Thank you, Chitaku. Next question go to Enzo.
Hi guys, congratulations for the win today. I have a question for every one of you. Who do you like to face in the next round?
Sentinels.
Sentinels.
Sentinels, I guess then. I don't mind though.
Excellent. Thank you guys.
Actually, I don't want to play Paper X because I don't want to send them home. I'd like to. No, not like I wasn't given it. I just mean I like Forsaken. So I like him to stay a little bit longer so I can see him in the lobby. I like seeing his face.
Sentinels.
What? Sentinels?
Yeah.
Sentinels.
Yeah, we need revenge, actually. They beat us at champs.
Thank you. Next question go to Rosesa.
Congratulations for the win. I'm Rosesa. I'd like to ask to Coach Milan for the specific questions. Would you mind to highlight any individual player performance that particularly stood out to you today and why?
I think everyone did really well today. So I don't think it's a nice thing to
Do it,
oh,
bro.
just do it.
Just
Well,
do it.
Austin probably again. Like I think for me, someone that doesn't always stand out and that's been having a fantastic tournament, both like in the game, but also helping helping a lot of the boys like with stuff out of the game. And I think that that's something that he doesn't get a whole lot of credit for. So I'm very happy. I feel very fortunate to be like surrounded by all 5 of these players. But if I had to highlight one, would probably be him.
Thank you, Milan.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It warms my heart. Who said that? Which one said that?
What do you think? He's a little upset. Yeah, voice crack.
Thank you. Next question go to Joe.
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so guys, it's João Oliveira from Visão, Brazil, and congrats for the win. Before my question, I'd like to say from Booster, we are waiting for you in Brazil as well, so come here. And for Alfajer, my question is, you thanked a lot for crashes after the mistake shot in the SN that round. But after all, you played so well in the SN. And I would like to know from you if Crashes will pay your dinner tonight, or if you paid for him from the saving in that map.
I guess the question is mine, but I do not understand.
He's asking Austin like helped you a lot, I think, on Ascent. And are you gonna pay for his dinner tonight?
I mean, he didn't help me on Ascent, but
Oh.
okay. I gotta give. He helped me a lot. Whenever I go somewhere, he put recon and he put drone, and he calmed me super well. And every peak I was doing it, he was calling me. So thank you. I will pay your dinner.
I'll pay your dinner, bro.
Okay.
Ryan's paying.
Oh,
Thank you, bro.
Knocked my ears out.
Sorry, I didn't realize he would do that.
Last question on the call goes to Pedro.
Hey guys, Pedro Romero, independent journalist. I kind of got here a little bit late, so I'm not sure if the question I want to ask has already been asked, but I'm gonna shoot my shot anyway. This question is gonna go out to Bolster. You kind of put up an interesting comparison from like in terms of like the locations of the places that you competed in throughout your career in this game, and I want to ask you something about that or within that aspect. As the IGO and as the longest standing member of this Fnatic squad, you've seen plenty of people come and go within this org, and the same can be said for this year. I still want to ask you just sort of like how have you viewed the evolution of your IGL and your management of the players and just having to deal with different personalities, as you know, as someone as an equally as colorful personality as yourself. What has been some of the most difficult aspects of just having to manage all of these different things and centralize it, and what do you think has been some of the biggest similarities on top of that as well from your point of view?
Whew. I'd say, yeah, I mean, it's always interesting when players like come and go. You see it throughout the scene, but also within our teams as well. Like most of our players stay for at least a year, and then move on their way sometimes. And I think it's just you just take what you can from each player, from each coach, from each analyst that you get, and you just learn what was good and what was bad, and move and take that into your next roster. And I think as you play, the longer you play, the more things you see, the more things you have to adapt to, and you learn from. But you're always constantly learning. You're never like perfect, or you never understand everything that's going on. And I do sometimes think when it's going to be my turn, but I don't really know. It's like I don't play very well sometimes, so I'm like, bloody hell, I need to make sure I can keep up with these young guns. I got Kike here looking like an absolute laser at times, like with his aim and stuff. So yeah, I think it's just with the atmosphere. That's the biggest important thing. We have to thank like Kojo and the coaches for that as well, and Phil. You know, like these are such important aspects of our team which managed the team building, managed the energy. You know, after that loss against Genji, Phil had us shouting off the hotel balcony together, just going, ah, and there was 4 people down there like, what the hell is going on? But we were screaming our way into our next game kind of thing. It felt like a movie, honestly. So like little things like that. And it's always fun seeing how teams develop and grow. I will always say like the biggest thing you can do is learn from a win or from a loss. And that's especially what we do. Our kickoff game, Kayak's big pop-off against Navi, loved that one from him. And now he's grown so much into a super duelist. Crashies, when he came back after kickoff, had a really solid game on Fracture, just swinging, and now he's in full throttle. It's just things like that. I don't have to talk about these two because they've already had their little moments and they just do their thing. So yeah, I think it's just you got to have your moment.
Okay, bro.
Have your thing.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I could talk you up there.
No. I don't want.
I'll buy you dinner.
Thank you. Now we are going to take some questions here from the fans. So if you want to see the fans, you can watch this screen on your right.
First, congratulations on your win. My question goes to Alfajer. How did you reset and change your gameplay between map 2 and map 3?
I'm kind of the momentum player. Whenever I play bad and whenever I get whenever we lose the maps because of me, I get so tilted and I'm like more hungry to win another map. I'm just getting more excited and more hype and like more motivated after I play bad. It's just I'm not resetting actually. That's me. When I play bad, I'm getting angry, so I'm more focused, more motivated, and more hype.
There's nothing worse for Alfia than losing an ISO. I will say that day. He just comes out like.
Yeah. And if you talk more, you're gonna play ISO.
But he was really excited for the chamber debut.
I mean, I've been telling you. I've been telling you, Asen is best man. I've been telling you.
Thank you. Next question.
So this question is for Crashies. So I've been following Optic for when it existed. So I just have to ask, between Boaster and Finesse, who's the better IGL?
Oh God, what a tough question.
Do the safe one.
Well, I played with FNS for 3 or 4 years. I've only played with Boaster for 6 months. But I think what Boaster like differs from FNS is Boaster has done it with multiple rosters before. He won EMEA back-to-back last season as well with like a completely different roster. And I think I think he just can do it with a lot more pieces. I think FNS was definitely like one of my closest friends and like closest teammates I've ever had. And I learned so much about him and how to be like a better human and player and stuff like that. So it's so hard to choose because they both have taught me like so many lessons that I just like value so much. So.
Thank you. Next question.
What is happening?
He's kind of nervous. Sorry.
I have a question for Crashies again. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And what's your thoughts on FNS watching you?
He better be supporting because sometimes I see him hate watching and it doesn't look good on him. It doesn't look good on him. So stop hate watching. Start supporting Fnatic. And yeah, maybe we should send him a jersey. Maybe he'll put it on. So.
Cool. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Fnatic, for being here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's it. Itulah tadi press conference post-match press conference with Fnatic. Memang ada beberapa hal yang ditanyakan oleh para pewarta, tapi tadi gue sempat menanyakan kepada Coach Milan siapa yang paling menonjol di series tadi di antara 5 pemain Fnatic, dan Coach Milan bilang ini adalah kerja tim, jadi semua mendapatkan atensi yang sama dan juga mereka telah memberikan yang terbaik. Jadi tidak ada satu pemain yang sangat menonjol, jadi semua bermain sebagai tim dan juga bisa memberikan yang terbaik bagi Fnatic sehingga Fnatic bisa mengalahkan Regum Qeon dengan skor 2-1 sekaligus memaksa RRQ pulang ke Indonesia lebih awal. Itu tadi, that's all for the interview. Untuk Regum Qeon, mohon maaf hanya sebentar untuk Regum Qeon karena gue because I have to say in English, but thank you very much for everyone who watched the press conference, post-match press conference. Apologies for the short post-match press conference with RRQ, because I have to attend one-on-one interview with Alfajer, and also I will upload as a separated video for the one-on-one interview, and hope you enjoy for the series between Regum Qeon and Fnatic. We'll see you in probably 18 hours from now for the post-match press conference between Pepperex and Sentinels. Thank you and have a good night. Terima kasih dan selamat istirahat, selamat subuh guys. Kita ketemu lagi di post-match press conference antara Pepperex dan Sentinels sekitar pukul 11 malam atau jam 12:30 pagi. Selamat istirahat.